Do you allow your partner to make all the decisions? I feel like some people are very happy wife, happy life. Some people are happy spouse, happy house.
Oh, my God.
We have a listener by the name of Diego, and he's basically tired of his wife just running around being a boss.
Dang.
It's Tino Cochino Radio's listener therapy. Serena, please read the DM that Diego sent.
Usually I let my wife call all the shots because I do believe in happy wife, happy life. But this decision she is trying to make is where I put a stop to it. We are currently looking to move out, and I found out that she is trying to get a house next to her parents. I am not down for that because I just know that her family will always be at our house, and that leaves us with no privacy. How do I get her to change her mind? She is very excited, and I just know that this will start a fight.
She's not going to change her mind because if she's already found this house and then you turn it down, it's going to be disrespectful in her eyes to the family, which is a slap to her, and it's going to be a whole thing. I feel like happy wife, happy life.
Oh, you're on board with it?
Yeah, low key, yeah.
Oh my God.
Damn.
I mean, it's fair to have the conversation. Like, I live on the same block as my parents, and they're not over every single day. And, you know, I'm not over there every single day. And it's fine. My husband, like, loves living, like, there, too. I feel like he goes to the bar with my dad.
I'd give her an ultimatum. I'm like, listen, like, you've been calling shots thus far. Now, I want this. At least give me this. And if not, then, you know, it can be a make or break.
I feel like you just have to have good reasoning if you're going to fight this. You know what I mean? You can't just say, oh, because it's not just like it's some random friend that you don't like. This is her actual family.
Yeah.
They're always going to be involved anyway.
Yeah.
And so that's why I'm practicing in my personal life, pick your battles. And I feel like this is one of them ones that it's just like,
This is a big battle.
is it worth it though? Like, why does he hate her family so much?
Plus, I mean, I live by my parents, and they help out with the kids, so that's a huge help.
It
Yeah,
makes
but how
it
many-
a lot easier.
How many times do we, like, hear stories where you're always going back and forth with your parents?
Every week.
Oh, see?
But I think it's Matt.
But they don't. That has nothing to do with how close they live together. Matt just hates his family.
Jeez.
Listen, we've
It's
heard
mutual.
from Serena. We've heard from Nicasio. We have heard from Matt. I want to hear from Evan. He is on the line and wants to share his thoughts as Tino Cochino Radio Hangout. If you're not already, man, our Instagram is at Tino Cochino Radio. Give us that follow.
Yeah.
There's a ton of videos, man. Topics we talk about on the air. You can jump into the comments and share your thoughts on them. We got reels just hitting crazy numbers, man. You're definitely going to connect to something. Podcast links, everything can be found. Link in bio. Instagram is at Tino Cochino Radio. So give us that follow and say what up. We are inside listener therapy trying to help out. A listener feeling some type of way because his wife wants to move next door to her family. He just feels there's going to be no privacy. It's not going to be, you know, a vibe for him and her. He wants some space. Now, is he overthinking? Should he be a better husband in this situation? Or, you know, does he have some reasoning? We've got Evan on the line. What are your thoughts, ma'am?
I got to speak from experience there. He definitely has a point. Like, happy wife, happy life, that's a common saying, but this is our life. I'm not us and your parents, right? Like, you got to make decisions for you and your partner and what's going to be best for you guys and both partners happy.
How far do you currently live from your partner's parents?
My husband's family lives about 45 minutes. My parents are about 15 minutes.
So what's your relationship like with your husband's parents? I mean, since there is some separation, is it more of a vibe?
I think we have a good relationship because of the distance.
Coming up next.
Tino Cochino Radio.
That's celebrity gossip, baby. We're going to spill some tea coming up next on Tino Cochino Radio. What are we going to talk about today, Serena?
J-Lo has been going through it, and now there's rumors that her and Ben Affleck are no longer together.
What?
Plus, Selena Gomez and Benny Blanco are discussing a future together.
All right, tea time's next. Some Ben Affleck, J-Lo rumors. We're going to get to that. Benny Blanco and Selena Gomez. There's a lot to, uncover today in Tea Time on Tino Cochino Radio. Serena, where are we starting?
We can start with J-Lo. So I don't know if you guys have been seeing this, but she's going through like a PR crisis where people are saying like she's done, it's over, she's canceled. Well, on top of all that, now there's a rumor that her and Ben Affleck are no longer together. In Touch Magazine is the one reporting on this, saying that Ben has allegedly already moved out of the house and is focusing on raising his kids. The two try to make things work, but I guess there was just some issues that they just couldn't compromise on.
I don't know, man. There's a whole thing on TikTok right now. I feel like everybody's trying to cancel her. And what are you going to do? You know, just I feel like when the public is tired of you, they'll do anything to get rid of you. And then you kind of just use it to take a break. And then you come back.
Yeah, the comebacks are epic.
They're like, oh, we missed you. People are weird, man. What else is going on?
So Benny Blanco, he was recently being interviewed, and he just sounds crazy in love with his girlfriend, Selena Gomez. He gushed about her, saying how he's never been happier, and admitted he thinks about having children with her every day, saying it's a goal he'd like to achieve in the near future. And I mean, he just went on saying she's the coolest, the nicest, the sweetest person. He went into their first date, and this just makes me very happy for Selena. I feel like she really needed this in her life.
I have a real question. Why do people like that have commitment issues, like they won't commit to their partner, but they're down to make a lifelong commitment and have a child with that person?
Well, no, I think they're talking marriage too. Is that just a general question?
No. Well, because some people are saying like he hasn't proposed to her yet, but they're already talking about kids. So I'm curious. Like I feel like a lot of people do that, especially now. But like I don't mean it in a mean way. I'm really asking, like, because people will be like, I don't know if I can marry this person because that's a big commitment. But then they'll have a kid, and the kid, I mean, that's a lifelong commitment.
That is a great question. Now, okay, so I knew that I always wanted to get married and have kids and all that, but I could always picture being a mom before the actual wedding part. But then after I had my son, like then I really could see, I don't like, you know, the whole everything, like the wedding. And
you think that's like just a human, like an animal, like an internal instinct, like you're supposed to be a mom so you can feel that?
Maybe. I don't know. I don't have that answer, but I remember always talking to my friends about this, even before I was with my husband and dating him, that I could picture being a mom. I just can't necessarily picture the whole wedding thing yet.
I think marriage is like a belief thing, and not to mention that can wait. Like having kids, you can't wait for that, so you have to have that at a certain time, or else you have complications. Like there's a time limit on that.
But you have to make sure you're having the kid with the right person, and if you found the right person, then don't you think the commitment would be there?
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, at the end of the day, I heard a friend told me, like, man, marriage is the biggest like scam that you can, and the biggest worst business move you can get in. So I believe it.
Why do you think that way? Like going into a marriage, it's supposed to be about commitment, about love. Like, why do you have these negative thoughts before you even start anything?
It's funny that you say that because, well, then why do you need a $5,000 dress? Why do you need a $20,000 ring? Why do you need, I don't know, child support when everything goes south?
If you're so worried about all this, then why don't you make a business move and get a prenup?
He doesn't have anything to protect.
Coming up next.
Tino Casino Radio.
If you're not familiar with Michelin 5-star ratings, it's basically when a restaurant gets like this ultimate award, like, oh my God, this is legendary.
A Michelin star.
A Mexican taco truck is the first ever to receive this award. It's got to be crazy.
Oh, dang.
We're talking about it next. There is a Mexican taco truck that has received a Michelin 5-star rating. This is crazy, bro. First time ever, man. Let's talk about it. It's Tino Cochino Radio. Serena's got it.
I feel like when you think of like 5-star restaurants, you think of like these fancy places and, you know, like in Paris or whatever. And this is literally Mexico City's Tacos El Califa de Leon. And there's only 4 things on the menu, which are all tacos. And they said the secret is simplicity. It's literally just the tortilla, red or green salsa, and then the meat.
Wow.
That's literally it.
Simple.
And they said that the secret, you know, was like how long they cooked the meat, which they did not reveal. But yeah, they just like throw some salt on it, some lime. It's very simple. And it's just like this 10 by 10 foot like
10?
little stand. Yeah. And they were asked like what drink, I guess, goes with their tacos.
Jarritos.
And if you, a Coke, if you know, the bottled Cokes.
Oh, yeah, Mexican Coke.
Matt tried to get extra, and he's like,
Yeah.
Jarritos.
I did.
Yeah.
Tamarindo.
You're a culture
Fanta.
vulture.
Want a Fanta?
Coming up next.
Tino Casino Radio.
People ask me a lot of the times, like, yo, look, like, you focus so much on social media, and I see you have a ton of videos working. What's the secret? I can't share that with you, baby. But what I can share with you is when you know your videos are going viral. I can tell you very easily when you start getting racist and hater comments, dude. I want to share some of them with you next. In 2024, it's all about social media. Listen, we're not idiots, bro. We know that you don't listen to the radio all day, every day. Now, when you do tune in, we love you and we appreciate you for it because this is what we do. But even if you miss a show for the day, I want you to be able to jump online and go to our Instagram and see what we're talking about. We post a ton of different videos that relate to the show and even some skits and reels that are just intended to be funny.
Yeah.
At Tino Cochino Radio is our Instagram. One of the more recent ones is picking up some traction. It's a video of me at a wedding and the YMCA is playing. And I'm looking around just like, whoa, like all these people are so lit to this song. And the caption on the video says, POV, you're at a white people wedding. Said nothing wrong. You see the video, it's all facts. They're going ham to the YMCA.
And as a white person, I can concur. This does happen.
Okay, now here's the thing.
Wow.
On top of that, dude, it's been my trauma since I was a kid. Here's the soapbox. I'm half white, I'm half Mexican. The white people never liked me because my government name is Guadalupe. They couldn't even say it. And so picked on. The Mexicans couldn't stand me because I look so white. So I'm just lonely.
Stuck in the middle.
It is what it is. But my point, I could talk about both because that's just what it is. And so the comments come in crazy, bro. This lady said, do Americans really divide absolutely every single detail of their miserable lives according to their race?
Hey.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
So there's one.
Oh, dang.
Let's see. The next one says, better than everyone shooting each other at the other race weddings.
Oh
my gosh.
The next one says, as long as people are enjoying themselves, I don't see the problem why you need to break this down. The next one says, no one likes the YMCA and no one likes you.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
That's hurtful.
It's funny, bro, because the view. I've noticed it on every single video we have that hits at least 100,000 views. Once that's like the peak number. Once you hit that, then you start to notice it changing because you can go to your insights. It starts going from it's showing to my normal followers, the ratio,
Yeah.
to seeing non-followers, which means that's how you know it's starting to go viral because it's getting out of your
Circle.
And bro, the people, it's every time the hatred just starts to come in. It's crazy.
Isn't it crazy how people cannot separate a joke and like what's real?
Yeah.
Like I think that is insane. Even like some comments like I've gotten sometimes, I'm like, you can't, like, it's my sarcasm. It's sarcasm.
Well, it's not a joke if it, I guess, pertains to you, I guess. Like, that's why they get mad. Like, if it has to do with
Every
you.
joke is offending somebody.
Yeah.
My thing is, if you went to a comedy show, right, and Gabriel Iglesias made that joke, you'd be like,
Yeah.
you're crazy, YMCA, you're right. But what? Because I do it for some reason, because I'm going to see your comment, it's different.
So this actually just happened yesterday. I saw some MMA fighter had posted something and people were mad, like, oh, I lost respect for you or whatever. And he was responding to the comments and he
There you
responded
go.
to somebody. And then that person like completely changed their attitude and was like, oh,
Yeah, because they
like,
got starstruck.
yes. And then people were going at that person like, oh, I love how you were talking all this stuff. And then this person, responded to you. And I feel like that's how people are. Like they don't think that, I don't know, we see it or we're not going to respond. I don't know what it is.
The comment section is crazy, bro. Please go watch it, jump into it, and entertain yourself for the rest of the day. Instagram is at Tino Cochino Radio. All right, let's talk keep it secrets from your partner. I mean, obviously, this is probably not something you want to do. Doesn't lead to a healthy outcome or a healthy relationship in general, man. Just transparency's key, baby.
Yeah.
That's what our producer Matt believes. Now, I'm very curious to get everyone's opinion on this. Break it down for us, please.
So my wife and I, so I thought, have no secrets. So like, she can look through my phone. It's all good because I got nothing to hide. Same thing for her. But recently, our lovely co-host Serina announced that she was pregnant, right? To the whole world, we found out all at the same time. But turns out my wife knew before me because my wife is a doctor and Serina went to go see her for like a ultrasound update,
Yes.
basically. And so my wife knew a few days before us, didn't even give me a heads up. I found out with the rest of you guys, with the whole world, and I felt betrayed because I feel like my wife should like say, even when we're in bed or something, like, hey, Serena's pregnant. Isn't that great news? I'm like, awesome.
Yeah.
And, I realize it's like a HIPAA violation, but, just say, hey, don't tell anybody.
Well, why should she tell you my secret?
Hello, talk.
Yeah.
Your
No.
secret is now her secret, and that means both of you are keeping secrets from
Matt,
me.
you say that you tell your wife everything, but she has no idea about that game that you bought.
Oh, damn.
The game I bought.
It looks
That
like
big game.
now.
Neither does the audience.
Yeah.
Yeah, now we gotta explain that. I bought an NBA Jam game at Costco. I didn't tell her about it, and it was a whole thing, but I eventually told her.
Pillow talk is one of my favorite times of the day. Get in bed with my girl and catch up. What gossip do you have? What gossip
Yeah.
do I have? I understand
Right.
Matt's reasoning on this. I'm sure you do that, Serena.
Ooh.
But not for this. I say pregnancy is a whole different thing. And I feel like women understand this, and this is why she kept my secret.
Nicasio?
If she kept a secret from you, what else is she keeping from you? Ooh. That's your wife. Of
I
how
did
many
think
years?
about that. Yeah, I feel a little betrayed.
This is a
15
whole
years.
different secret.
It's a marriage.
It's a personal thing.
It doesn't matter, man.
When things happen here, that means you don't go home and tell your husband then, right? Because
Oh.
this is a personal thing in the room. So I would hope that you don't
dang.
violate our privacy
Oh,
here
dang.
and tell your husband things in the room, right?
No, because you already admitted that you tell your wife everything. So I have
I
the
didn't
same
say that.
leeway.
I said that I like to gossip. Your insecurities made you think it was about you. That's crazy. That's crazy,
So am I right?
dude.
Yes, you're right.
We're going to go to the phones. We have Sarah on the line, and she's going to share her thoughts. In a relationship, do you feel that, there are some things that should be kept off limits that you don't talk about between one another? But before I even tell you the situation, Sarah, I just want to know your take on that.
I think they should, but then again, it does depend.
So, like in our producer Matt's case, right? He's upset with his wife for the fact that since she's a doctor, she had saw Serena for like a pregnancy like update or whatever, and she knew about the pregnancy before any of us knew. Does he have a right to be upset? Don't you think at night like that pillow talk, like she could have been like, "Hey, I saw Serena today. Guess what? She's pregnant." Like,
no,
like she should have done that, right?
No, you should not be upset. One, that's HIPAA violation if your wife told you.
Tell him.
I know.
Serena wanted to surprise you guys.
Yeah, but is it violation to his marriage when they made their vows together?
No, because she doesn't want to lose her license.
Well, she doesn't want to lose her marriage either.
She might be okay with that.
Oh, okay.
Tino Radio.
All right, we've got Sean on the line, correct?
Yes, sir.
All right, bro. Think carefully. Nicasio is going to hit you with the question. We got some multiple choice answers to follow it. We're wishing you luck, man. You got this.
In 1998, which artist dedicated their third Grammy to Tupac and Biggie Smalls? Is it A, Will Smith, B, P. Diddy, or C, Cher?
I'm going to have to go with Will Smith.
Whoa, he got that.
Yeah.
Dang.
Damn, I thought it was Diddy.
He's somewhere else.
He was doing other stuff.
Coming up next.
Tino Radio.
I've been mentioning on the show, dropping little breadcrumbs
Can I be your road manager?
that I want to kind of get into the comedy world. It's a thing I've been thinking about, and finally I'm just pushing myself to do it. And I've never been this nervous. Well, I haven't, but it's been a long time since I felt this type of anxiousness.
Yeah.
And oh my God, I want to share my first experience with you. Kind of. I went to an open mic night last night. It was interesting. Don't move. This is Tino Cochino, and I recently mentioned that I'm gonna
Go into porn?
I don't want to say that I'm pursuing a career in comedy by any means. I feel like it's disrespectful for the people that have been doing it for 15, 20 years. But I do want to get into the world of it. Therefore, I want to start off by hosting. It's just something I've always been intrigued with. Since I was a kid, I've been watching comedy specials. I always thought I'd be really good on Saturday Night Live. It's just one of them things. And so finally, I'm at a point where I'm like, I'm going to do it. I went to a comedy show, shout out to Concrete, Edgar Rivera, everybody that was there. And it really inspired me to chase this dream. And so I'm talking to people in the world, and I'm looking at setting some things up and doing it. So my wife and I were like, you know what, we should just go to an open mic night. Let's just go to a random open mic night and see what it is. Now she was like, okay, are you gonna just jump up there? I was like, I'm not ready yet. I'm working on like my first little 5 minutes,
Right.
but I'm not there yet. I know like the core content I want to talk about, but I don't have all the punchlines or the outs. I'm not ready. She's like, well, what if they just have like a chance for you to get up there? Will you do it? And I was like, I might. We'll see. So we get there, and there's no headliners or anything. It's literally just people that sign up online. And so the list was already full. But you never know. I was like, what if they're like, all right, did anyone else want to do it? And I feel like my wife would be like, he will.
Oh, God.
So the whole show, man, I'm sweating. And I'm so nervous. And everyone that went up there did good. And it was just, I was really studying, like, what happens when there's no laughter and there's a dead space? Do you just move past it? Do you acknowledge it? And I'm just really kind of trying to take notes. But the star of the night, and maybe not in a good way, this guy went up there, and I feel like a lot of comedians use comedy as a form of
Therapy?
yes. And so this guy goes up there and he's like, hey, what's up, y'all? I'm Robert. And this place.
Oh, God.
And everyone's like, and he's like, look, man, I was raised by, and he starts going into this whole set, and everyone gets about 2 to 3 minutes or whatever. And at the very end of it, he's like, so don't forget, my name was Robert, and if you didn't like me, it, kiss my ass. I'm the son of a bitch.
Oh, wow.
Bro, the host
God.
came on after, and everyone's looking, and the host was funny, and it's like the little moments like that I want. He walked up, and he just looked at the crowd, and the crowd looked at him, and he's like, I know I told you guys it was going to be a treat, but God.
Yeah.
And everyone was just like, it was just one of them moments, bro, where I was like, bro, that's crazy. Like, it made me feel a million different ways. I'm like, we use this radio show to talk about our life. I'm like, I can literally take the things that we talk about here and bring it up on stage. I just got to find the right punchlines and stuff. But anyway, the whole reason I'm sharing this with you is that my goal within the next week is to hit a stage and do my first open mic.
Ooh.
I feel like the first couple times you got to get up there faded. Like, so that way you're kind of like,
But
you're
there's
But
there,
not too faded.
Yeah, because you don't want to slur your words.
This
or
one
fall
guy
off
that went up there
stage.
you could tell he was nervous, and like I could see his hand shaking, he was buzzing. He actually was pretty funny, but
It was all comedians.
But it's so noticeable.
At an open mic, it's all comedians. There's no one doing like spoken word crap.
Yeah, no, it's all comedy.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what it is, man.
Do Do you know how like there's like acting classes? Are there like comedy classes?
There are improv classes, but I don't want to do that.
Yeah, they're probably.
I don't feel like I'm above that, but I just feel like what we do here
We already do it.
is an advantage because what do? Think about every time we talk, 9 times out of 10, we stop talking on a laugh or someone hits a punchline.
Yeah.
And we're all very quick-witted and we talk to listeners. And I feel like we already, I don't mean it in a disrespectful way. There's some comedian right now that's listening like, this is not the same. But I feel like we understand how to engage with crowds and we understand how to be transparent but also make jokes. And I just feel like I kind of have an advantage in that
And you've
sense.
hosted events before, right?
Yeah,
so like
just-
being in front of an audience isn't a huge deal for you.
I'm not worried about that. Yeah, I'm just worried about. I don't even know specifically what it is. I think it's just because there's no backup, there's no music, there's no anything. It's just me.
It's just-
so
yeah, it's just
I just need to
straight
get up
you,
there and
yeah.
stand there and just do it.
Yeah.
And then I think I'll be more comfortable.
Are you worried about anybody throwing something at you on stage?
No, I don't feel like no one does that now.
Well, now he is. Jesus.
Yeah, I didn't think about it once till now.
Tino Cucino Radio.
Last week was Teacher Appreciation Week. Shout out to all the teachers.
Yeah.
You should be appreciated every week, damn
Some
it.
of them are hot too.
Okay, it's Tino Cochino Radio, and Serena's got a story. I guess this one teacher started talking about like the most weirdest gift they received, and it's going viral.
So it was a church that made gift bags for, teachers. So she's describing what was in her gift bag. It was a plastic water bottle, a stress ball, a chapstick, a Nutri-Grain bar, and a coupon for cremation.
Wow.
That's expensive. That's like $1,000 value.
It was 10% off.
I actually kind of get giving off the wall gifts to teachers because I gave my kid's teacher, a second grade teacher, a Costco size bottle of Tito's vodka one year because it was right after the pandemic. And you know how hard the pandemic was for teachers, like doing everything on Zoom. So we just felt like she would use that.
You feel like you should get the person responsible for teaching your kids alcohol.
Yes, because after teaching, I'm sure that's what she wants to drown herself in, especially since she had to teach my son.
But how do you know she's not drinking that while she's teaching now?
I'm saying.
What happened
blame
to
her.
gift cards, apples? Like
Apples. Matt wants the kids to feel the same environment as when they're at home.
Coming up next.
Tino Cucino Radio.
If you're looking for some write-offs, apparently you can write off your puppies, your kitties.
Ooh.
Oh.
Animals can now be written off. Pets, at least.
This is terrible.
We're
Gerbils?
going to talk about it next on Tino Cochino Radio.
fish?
Let's talk some tax write-offs, man. If you're trying to, just, I don't know, even it up a little bit, not pay as much, looking to write something off next year, you can now write off your pets, apparently. It's Tino Cochino Radio. Nicasio, hit that.
For those of my business owners that have a home office and you have a dog, whether your dog is a German Shepherd or a Chihuahua that can bark, as long as it has the ability to deter people from breaking into your house or breaking into your office, you can legitimately write this expense off as a guard dog expense in your business.
I never thought of that, but it makes sense, right?
Well, your dogs are not guarded.
Oh,
Nothing.
you're tripping. Handy bites everywhere.
Yeah, Hanny is a guard dog. That's a write-off.
What about your dogs, Matt? Oh, you don't
Oh,
have
they
any.
died. Thanks. Can I write off I have their ashes still. Can I write those off?
I wonder if you have to put your dog in some type of class, like to be an official guard dog.
Hell no.
There's guard dog classes.
I don't know. You just tell the government your dog's a guard dog?
So what are you writing off? Are you writing off like all the food, like the doctor
That's
visits?
what you would do, yeah, because if it's an expense for your business, the dog is an expense, and what comes with the dog? Medical bills,
Grooming.
food, grooming, all of it.
And the hotel stays for you too.
What are you talking about?
Like when you leave them in the little hotels, you can write that off too, right?
Oh, pet hotels.
Yes.
I'm assuming you could.
You wouldn't leave them at a Red Roof Inn.
I wouldn't let anybody stay at a Red Roof Inn.
yeah, dog.
Oh, roof. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, come see me next week at the open mic.
Coming up next.
Tino Cucino Radio.
So I guess McDonald's is getting rid of something, and other restaurants might be following, and people are going to be pissed off.
Yes.
This is according to our
wow.
producer, Matt. I don't know if we're really going to be mad or not. He tends to overreact. We'll discuss this next. Serena, I know we're going to talk about this McDonald's situation. Is this something they're already doing or they're getting ready to do?
It's in the works right now.
Okay, and apparently other restaurants might follow suit, and it's going to piss people off.
dang.
Tino Cochino Radio, what is it?
They are getting rid of the free drink refills.
Whoa!
Exactly.
Who would get rid of refills? I don't understand. Why?
what they're saying is that it's more work to have like those machines out, the self-serve, because they have to fill the ice and then the constant cleaning of it and all
an
that.
actual job, you know?
I know.
But I will say, okay, because my son, he likes McDonald's, and every time I go, it's always like the nanas that are working and they just don't have enough staff, and I always feel so bad. So it's just like, I kind of get it, but then also I think it's going to give them more work because some people are always going to be going to the counter.
Okay, let's be real here. Who's eating inside of McDonald's? Like, if you're doing that, you're either homeless or you're just this nana that's getting.
Oh, that's not true.
So
McDonald's
sorry,
are really nice
I
right now.
promise you there's a family on the way to McDonald's right now. They're listening to this and like, are we poor?
They got the play area. It's a great place.
Go Chick-fil-A.
Tino Radio.
Yeah.